I don't think I mentioned here, but I did mention Bendigo in Australia, and the large stupa they were building, similar, same size as in Tibet, Jiangxi, which is a copy from the Chozo Tongpa Gyalpo, the great yogi, who built so many bridges, iron bridges in Tibet, in Bhutan, so many, and the boats in Tibet, the animal skin boats, and so many bodhisattvas. Then building many temples, many monasteries, with so many like that. Social service on the public, it's a benefit something. So, which takes, without the bridge, then you have to go around the legs. So it takes a long time to reach the place where you want to go. So by making bridges, then arrives a very short time. So like that. So I got, by going to Bhutan, I got 2 pieces of iron. The great yogi Tongpa Gyalpo used to make iron bridge. So I got 2 pieces. That's the last one. He gave to other lamas. So the husband, business businessman who married to the Tibetan lady whom a young time I mentioned, she's my mother in Tibet. So she, in that home, there's no man, only women. The man in the house. So the old woman has big voice. So she dresses up man, and she hangs a short knife here at the hang. That is known Tibetan man. Women don't wear knives. This much knives you hang here. It's common. It's very common. Then goes with other men, fill up trucks and go to Lhasa for business, and like that, act as a man, walk as a man. Then I heard from my teacher, who led me to become a monk in the Tibet, Trungpa Geshe's monastery, told me also the cows are female. For the in the family, even the cows are female. And she met this after, I think we escaped through Bhutan to India. So I think she met this Buddhist man, doing much words. She was not the husband afterwards. One of that, so she's asked her to be to my mother. My mother was a Sulukumbu Warsaw. My body was, this body came from there. So, yeah. So every month we go to puja for her family. And so later she escaped from Patri, where I was 3 years, do go for puja every day to the family. It's all set up. So we were staying, we were living in the temple that belonged to Trungpa Geshe, which is a monastery. So my teacher was there for 3 years. So except one day, empty, free, very strange day, because a lot of sort of spent. And so New Year time, the 2 or 3 days, I'm not sure, empty days, but otherwise full. So she met this husband in Bhutan, and then he asked him to be his wife, and then she thought, if he takes care good, if he takes care good to her, then she will stay. If not, then she will go to India. That's what she planned. But she was just, it seems she was just taken good by him. So she had many, 2 sons and 1 son also. The many girls, they were educated in Kangpung in the Christian school, the very good Christian school and good English and all that. Yeah, 2 of them, 2 girls become Soja Rinpoche's Soja Rinpoche from France. There's 1 Soja Rinpoche from Tibet, Jigme Phuntsok Rinpoche, who had probably largest number of monks or nuns. I think China or Tibet was there. I don't know what's called name there. Huh? You went there? Yeah, so largest number, I think they said I think largest, then one of those colleges, I think it's the largest number of monks. And so, that's Soja Rinpoche. He passed a long time ago. He always carries 1 dog in the pocket. So he had a picture with his son Jalama with a dog in the pocket. Dog is facing. Dog has facing out. Yeah, one thing when you see his son, see the dog. I think he was requested to give teaching Sarak at the Ding monastery by his sons. So he taught so much philosophy, Madhamika monk said. He taught very much philosophy. Yeah, very monks said. So he at that time, even teaching that he had a dog, small puppy inside the pocket, the head is outside. Sometimes then must be. Well, we see dog, but we don't know who he is. So yeah. What am I going to say? Yeah. So what's that? Yeah. So then one girl is looking after their parents in Bhutan, but would speak English. They went to Kangpung, speaks well English. Sort of the sort of follow me to the advice, but she has already one abbot who's running the museum in Bhutan, Patrol. So because she's in Bhutan, so you know it's taking a long time. So she already received teachings from him preliminary. So that. Then there's one girl. So until I went to Japan, she didn't follow anybody. So it's all individual karma. You can see the individual karma. So when I went to Japan, she came to the airport, and then she drew Yamantaka initiation. Then she was doing succession of 6 times in the morning. So you see, supposed to be tea in the morning and tea in night time, but you see, she means she didn't get a clear information, so she did 6 times in the morning. So it takes 3 hours or something, 4 hours or something. But she says she enjoyed very much. She enjoyed very much during the 6 days, even 6 times in a row. Anyways, then became like that. So she was able to come with his honest Lamrim teachings. I think maybe except one missing, maybe came most. So it was very good, very fortunate. The others didn't get to come for all the teachings. So like that. So one family, but each person has a karma. So like that. It's a person. So that. So I go to 2 pieces, 1 piece. You see that which the yogi we use this, so you don't need concentration for that. You see, if you are making a ritual object, then you don't need to be blessed, because it's already used by the great yogi, so it has a blessing already. So that. In the yeah, okay. So, so that I have to tell you something that is very important to keep this in mind. You see, most people, many students would have read Lamrim, because teachings were given here also, then you have to go, those who have been studying here, no question, see. But even others, you may have read by yourself, I would think. And then also there might be many who haven't, maybe who haven't seen Lamrim text, didn't try to get, doesn't know, so they could be like this. But however, before you recite this, must start first yourself. See, I myself have been experiencing casualty and the health suffering. Health suffering. The 8 major hotel suffering. Nyawa Yangsu Tingna to Jung Vegetable Tawa Rapto Sawa Nyawa Name. See, and then 6 neighborhoods suffering. Which I mentioned to you, that the lava that's coming from, like Hawaii, or many, the lava coming from entering the earth, so hot that even nearby, so hot, you can't go near, you can't go very close. Even stones get melted, so I went to see Hawaii a long time ago. So so this I think came from the neighborhood hell. I don't know what the scientific mentioned from how long it came from where. I'm not saying that the scientists knowing the neighborhood hell, no. They just about the measurement, their distance. So this, yes, so water, one liquid, but one's with the fire. then they are mud, inside there's a, like, you know, the kasuri. What's that? Beach, chuto. Beach, very long, like needle, and then go through the bottom, you born there. So all the ground is salt in the lined up, salt also lined up. The limitless kind of ground. Then where you put your feet, cut you revive when you pull up, then put down the cut until your karma finishes. Until your karma finishes. I don't know how many even so see, you have to experience until your karma finishes. It's just like the human being, their problem, you have some heavy problem, so you have to experience until your karma finishes, all like that. Once you experience the result, then finish. If you didn't get purified before, negative karma, you see. But that means you have to meet dharma, but dharma, then purify. Then you don't meet with dharma. Don't meet. Then so much negative karma from beginningless rebirth is not purified. Too many finished experiencing, but so many not purified. Can you imagine? Then you see the branches of the salt, you know, like salt, let's go through the body. Shamari Tongpo, then when you're down below, your loved one is on the top, calling you. Goes to attachment, you know. Then you try to go up, then all the salt goes through all the leaves, the salt goes through your body. Then while it's so painful, I mean, we can't imagine, can't go up, can't reach up, then at the same time, the eagles, the iron eagles, they take your eyes. Then at the same time, the iron dogs, they eat in the bottom of the legs or your bottom part of your body. Then even finally you reach on top, then your loved one calling you down to the tree. Then all the branches, as you go through your body, as you go down, the due to karma, everything changes up. How about internal karma finish like that? So that kind of 6 like that, 6 neighborhood suffering, and then the ordinary health suffering. Yeah, so like that is true. I think I mentioned, I think this was the daytime, you know, like celestial mansion, houses, thank God you are surrounded by the goddesses, and so everything is like Deva, Sura. So much sense pleasure, so much sense pleasure. Then when the nighttime, when the sun sets, when the nighttime turns, then everything becomes hell. Then house one is fire, everything turned. You become like dog. You become dog, kind of. No, not you become dog. Sorry. So yeah, head is eaten by a dog. The goddesses become dogs. Become dog when night time comes, then they eat your head. They totally, one is fine, totally hell, somewhere. Then morning, when the sun shines, everything changes. Again, goddesses and the sludgement, the unbelievers, and sunsplat, so goes like that. So that's, you see, Kashuri, in past life, daytime kept the precepts like not kill animal body, sexual misconduct, you see. So daytime, able to keep sexual misconduct, able to keep the vows, Papakatayana thing, to the vow from Artha Katayana, to the vow to not have sex in the daytime. So nighttime difficult to keep. So then the comes nighttime, everything on nighttime starts, everything changed. So daytime kept the precepts of to not have sex. But then it kept the morality, you see. So the result like that, ordinary hell. Then I think, for example, in the rocks, in the rocks, there's no hole, nothing, but inside there's frogs or snakes or different born. But you see no hole, nothing, born there so long, and even at Baksa, the monks go to forest to cut the bamboo to use for bed, for many things, walls, and so in the bamboo there's two sides, blockage, I don't know what you call 2 points, this. Segment. But even between that, there's so snake like that. That's those are ordinary hell. So and the rocks and the bamboos like that. That's just very surprising, because I don't know what the scientists would say, how they explain it. Yeah, the ordinary hell like this. So for example, in Debung, just one, on the Debung, there's a Messiah Buddha statue in Debung, Tongat, and then meaningful to behold. Mithya statue in Debung Monastery. So the statue, on the broader statue, on the broader statue, you see, when they put there on the side, so where they plant. So there was one big rock, straight on the mountain. There's a big rock, so that suddenly crashed. Just nobody there. They just crashed. So inside there's a frog came out inside the rock. So the purpose is the bodhisattva, the Mithya Buddha statue there is facing the rock. So therefore, where it faces is the effect. You see, benefit to the sentient beings, where it faces. So the rock cracked, and the inside the frog came out. So that ordinary hell, like that, you see, benefited the frog. Just Mithya Buddha statue facing towards that side. So that story. So there are many like this. I can't believe it. So Kachori, you've been experiencing from beginningless rebirth. I'm just giving you some idea, but from beginningless rebirth, not just one time, beginningless rebirth, not just one time, eons, not just one time, but from beginningless, numberless times you're born like that, you yourself are from beginningless rebirth. Suffered then Katsuri as well as Katsuri. Oh, the hunger cost. Then there are 5 general outline. There's 5. Then particular outer obscuration, inner obscuration, food obscuration, like that. So even 10,000 years can't find a spoon of food or drink. Even wetness on the ground you can't find, even for so many thousand years. And you don't die. Come on. Suffer, unbelievable. That is just short and the details, the sutra, and the sutra text, Buddha explained, so they can enlightenment teachings and summarize that. Numberless times you have experienced from beginningless rebirth, and there also animal suffering extremely full and being eaten by another one. You eat another one, you get eaten by somebody else. It's all like this. Wherever you are, the enemy is there. This, I don't know which country is that. There's many eagles, and even the little boys, the eagle can do, probably they try to eat, that hold in the head in the sky and then drop it. This is the way of killing. So there on the high mountain. On the high mountain there are white goats, mountain goats. You see, they live on the high mountain. They're unbelievable. It's a mountain. They're like this. I mean, generally you can't figure out how they can walk, how they can go. You can't believe. It's amazing. There's no road, nothing. It's like this. But the mountain goats, they're able to go with the karma. They're able to walk, go like this. Can't imagine the karma. So anyway, it's the very high mountain. They want, mountain goats, and then these eagles come. Which they can't control. The mountain got big, so they can't lift up. It was heavy. So what they do, they push the mountain goat. Because it was so high cliffs, cliffs, So they push the mountain goats, push them, then they fall down. Many stories, wow, I don't know, 20, 30, many cliffs, they fall down. Then when they dropped on the ground, of course they, maybe not completely dead, but could not walk. So the eagle goes down, then maybe takes the eyes, probably takes the eyes first. I'm sure they know how to do animals, but they're sort of expert how to do. Imagine. So, this is how they get food. So the kazare. So the animals, they say you are eating not alive, but you get eaten by. At the same time, you get eaten by another animal, another enemy. See, like that in the oceans, in the ground. Wherever you are, the enemy is there. You come up. in the corner of the water or the ocean or lake or whatever. All the majority it's like that. Papa, did you come? Oh, this papa. Then hot and cold, and on top of that, the human beings kill. Not only animals, but the human beings kill for their food. Oh, the billions and zillions a day, chickens killed by human beings in the world. How many hotels there in the world? Then how many chickens, how many billions, zillions chickens get killed, pigs get killed, chickens, fish, Can't imagine. Wow. You know, that, of course, if they can speak it, if they can speak for, if they can speak out what they think, they can united too, so they can demonstrate, you know. They can demonstrate that, you know, what people do, but they can't. Then it's totally in the power of the human body. It's the power of the human being. So so you are being vegetarian. It helps to not kill them. It helps to not kill many fish. You see, by you many fishing, worms. One person ate many worms in the plate. So that kind of things are many shrimps. Living shrimp as a live, then you kill the kind of things. So then I think vegetarian to be vegetarian is good. So if in that case, generally, of course, one person being vegetarian wouldn't make less. The animals get killed in the city or the village or city become less. It doesn't happen. So, but that does become, one person eating meat does become very small kind of condition for killing animal, because very small condition. But especially if you are eating a lot of shrimps and they have to kill a lot of fish, a lot of small fish, what they have to kill for you, and then so you order shrimps, a lot of worms, and then to become vegetarians. So liberates them from killing. Liberates you and liberates them to you from negative karma, heavy negative karma. Then you see, you should not be born as the worms and get killed for. Because you kill one time one worm, then you will be born as worms, and you get killed by those whom you killed. Then they killed you. By killing one, then you have to experience. You have to be killed by others. You get killed by others 500 lifetimes just by killing one. This is a human being, not talking about rebirth in the realm. This is beside that. Human realm. Then you have to, then creating results, and of course you kill them again and again. Yeah, so many lifetimes. So then you have to suffer in the hell realm for 1 eon. One text is said that you suffer in 1 eon in the hell realm if you kill one sentient being. So then beside possesses, so anyway, in the human realm, so people, so sentient beings do not notice, they don't see the karma. Oh, that's so ignorant, so much, so heavy mountains of ignorance, skies for ignorance, skies for ignorance. Lama cannot see it all, cannot see it all, cannot see. Mind is blocked with ignorance, cannot see. Then they will see, without knowing, without fear, then the other animals, or the worms, or the fish, or they're using like a plant. They kill up, they use like plant, like grass or whatever. They don't know how much they have to suffer in the future lives, they have no idea. All like that. They cannot see, they will go through. By killing one, they will go through the suffering before results, suffering, they have to suffer unbelievable all the time by killing one. Then there's so many in one life. So, therefore, yesterday I did the London Jamia Center. I had been 30 years. Huh? How many? 40 years, yeah. So they invited me, but I could not go. So the celebration, so I was telling them yesterday, just one of the examples, one of the practical examples. So weekend, you do the weekend course, the center, and then weekend course, they need people, very need people, because Buddhism is differentiated by other religion, and great compassion to numberless sentient beings, every sentient being. Because that's why you benefit sentient beings. If not, should not benefit. Rather, should not harm. Shouldn't harm. Shouldn't harm the sentient beings. So you see, and then you see basic things to not harm sentient beings. So important basic things to not harm others. Otherwise, you are harming others, harming yourself. First harming yourself. Unbelievable lifetime, unbelievable, so long, unbelievable lifetimes you have to suffer. You harm yourself. That is the causing to harm yourself. Then of course, stop giving harm is the first concerning your own happiness. That's the best thing for your own happiness. Then of course, especially thinking the happiness of numberless sentient beings, numberless sentient beings. Then to not harm others. All that from the heart, not thinking only your happiness, but you're just one, nothing. But others, numberless. It's really the numberless, but do not harm. Then on top of that, then benefit. So like that, you see. So I was telling you, even you do weekend course, people who come, then even they don't do prayer, mantras, they don't do prayers, devoting things, even they don't do, but at least since from that time, they don't walk over, there's no step over the ants. They don't step over the ants without, like stone, like grass. Walk over the ants. Or you go to fishing. You only have a little time. You go fishing. It's enjoyment. Doesn't mean you're hungry, but So you start fishing. What a benefit! What a benefit! All those fish you see are going to be catched by that person. Then they don't suffer. They're saved. Their lives, they're liberated, saved. Can you imagine? Wow. So what a liberation! What a causing long life to others. Then the best cause to long life to you. So all like that, you see, karma was like that. So don't step over the ants, don't kill. Fishing, then you stop fishing. But if you don't do certain things, that's so practical, so good to see that advantage, benefit in life in human beings. So that's I was mentioned that came from the center by organized by I didn't mention the creating center, but by establishing center like ABC. There is a jamming center. So much benefit to people. So much benefit. So much understanding. Develop compassion, develop wisdom. All that, you see. Then beware, because the Mahayana teaching, so essence of that. Everybody do the meditation, do the study dharma, they listen, reflect meditation with the bodhisattva. So they have the numberless tablets, numberless gods, numberless animals, numberless human beings, numberless asura beings, can you imagine? Not one ant left out. There's no one ant. You didn't think, no. There's no one ant missed or left out. There's no one person left out. No. You see, you understand? That's the benefit of the center. Like that. You see, the Buddhism, Mahayana Buddhism, like that. You see, that's benefit of the jamming center. I was saying them. So same thing, the ABC, similar. That's came from a director, teacher, resident teacher, director, the secretary, manager, all the people who wanted to walk in, that came from, it all came from them. The benefit was numberless sentient beings. So much benefit what each people come to the center, learn dharma. You see whatever they do with what they did out there, benefit to numberless sentient beings. So that to bring to enlightenment, to not only to free samsara, but to achieve enlightenment. So they come from each person, they come from the center. So they come from each of you who are working the center. Because the director, the director, all the people, all the secretary, all the things who are working the center, who are anybody who have with the body, spirit, mind to exit the center, you see? I came from them. You have to know that. Then now you can feel unbelievable happiness in your life. You can rejoice. Like that, you see? Happiness, numberless, temporary, ultimate, Oh, happiness, success, up to enlightenment, oh, you should think like that. Oh, everybody can rejoice. You understand? Oh, that. Say, okay. Because maybe to the jet the church. Oh, sure. So I can mumble haba. So the human beings, those animals with the human beings, and then torture, unbelievable torture. So God let that you see. So I've been experiencing not one time. So you see, when we watch TV, how much suffering you see the human beings, the animals, or you see, then show the helpings and the hungry ghosts that people, majority people can't see. So animals, baby animals, they show that. So when you look at suffering of suffering of other sentient being in the TV or cultural news or whatever, we should think immediately, I have been like that. I have been suffering like that numberless times. Not just one time, numberless times from the beginningless rebirth. Immediately you relate to yourself. Like that, you see. Then you go watching TV. You see, then what comes, then conclusion what comes is to practice dharma. To abandon negative karma, harm others, negative karma, to abandon, to practice good karma. You see, all like that. Instead of harming, causing others long life. So the ABC. Now, how many animals liberated?
230 million.
200 million and 30 million. There's a friend of ABC, monk in Thailand. What's his name? Hatopasi. Hatopasi liberated, I think 2 times, liberating fish. One type of fish that doesn't eat meat. One type of fish, this was not eating meat, not killing animal, I think it said. So he wanted to liberate this fish. But then he has many cows and dogs. I haven't seen those so many. He liberated 8 million fish. So Taiwanese government thought maybe something wrong with his mind. So they went. They checked him. He's okay or not. So I think he didn't find any mistakes. There's a many. So, but I think maybe not more than ABC. I doubt. But it was a long time ago that I went 2 times. The beach, so gave teaching to the people. So he helped very much to Serache College before. Now I think he didn't go a long time, but before. And then I think maybe he does Karmapa. Yeah, he doesn't do his own big, maybe because he go to China. So I think maybe. But, anyway, so so the instead of then because stealing, then charity, making charity to others. You see, yes. Then even at least Tonglen, even at least it's charity. It's in the morning motivation that I told everybody to practice. So there, you see, you begin with the giving your body to wish by bodhisattva, which grand body, which grand jewel, in the shape of which grand jewel, numberless, fill this whole sky, the charity to numberless, charity to every sentient, each sentient being, you reach the numberless which grand body, fill the whole sky, then charity to every helping, every animal, every human being, every intimate sentiment, every intimate being. Or then you give your wild enjoyment to say long term. Money in bank, if you have money in bank, however, all the enjoyments, how many hats you have, how many shoes, 1 year, different to wear different seasons, and inside wear shoes, the bathroom wear shoes, and shoes outside, shoes in the party. So much easy. So enjoyment to every sentient being. Numberless helping, numberless anger, numberless, then all your 3 past, present, which all your 3 time merits. Give it to them. So they got everything what they want, whatever they want. They got everything whatever they want. Every helping, every hunger, every healing, they got everything whatever they want. Then they received, then not only that, they received what they need and perfect human rebirth. Everyone received perfect human rebirth. And then they meet mind and teaching. And then they received, because we met perfect guide, guru, revealing the understanding paths to enlightenment. Then you see, they hear teachings and they receive all the realizations. You see, from a guru, character falling by to friend after omniscience, so then the Kazuri, then they achieved Kazuri. Yeah, complete merit of wisdom, merit of virtue. Then they achieved dharma kaya, they achieved enlightenment. Every sentient being achieved enlightenment. All like that, you see, complete. All this souls, then it's incredible satisfying practice. Incredible, you satisfy your mind. The best. So, anyway, so they say, it is planned there in the morning motivation. There, I tell everybody to do the morning first thing when you wake up. That one is there. So now I thought people who don't know, many may not know probably, because they're here the old, I mean here normally coming to the center, we must know that, but so that's if you want, if you, well, if you're doing similar with the like Lama Tsongkhapa Guru Yoga, then it's okay. Like if you're trying to call Guru from far, this is Papanga, that's okay. But otherwise, is this what I said to do when you wake up. After you wake up, then you do this. So I say this is like kaka life, you know, kaka life to become gold life. Because you are changing your mind, transforming your mind from the attachment to this life and to the attachment to the future samsara into renunciation. Then you are substitution or changing into the selfish mind, changing in from that into bodhisattva, and then your ignorance. You see the ignorance holding the eyes real, what is not, what exists in them. So that you see into the wisdom, seeing it so empty, not to exist in them. So they all of that you see they call so everything becomes a cause of enlightenment. So in that way, then you see mind living the bodhicitta. So everything what you do with the body, spirit, mind, everything becomes cause of enlightenment. Everything that eating, walking, sitting, sleeping, not only maintaining, but even going to toilet, you know, yeah, even that dream of the sentient beings. Yeah, that's what I explained to you. You see, when you have bodhicitta realization, then every single movement, what you do is for sentient. Only for the happiness of sentient beings you do for them to achieve enlightenment. But you see, now you don't have realization bodhicitta, then you see with each action you try to think, for example, when you make pee, because all the sentient things, the delusion, the cause of suffering come out, all like that, you see. All the negative karma obscuration come out, all like that. So all the sentient things, the same thing whatever something you throw from the mouth, and everything you can do that. And so everything you related to sentient things, or beneficial sentient things. What are this? What they put into the attitude, what they say that, then you need to practice that. Then in this way, so many becomes dedicated, so many actions dedicated for sentient things, all like this. So, that's it. Then numberless times, then experience he may be suffering, it's the suffering about old age and death, and the meeting that separated from the dharma to the satisfaction. Even how many times you found, but couldn't get satisfaction now. You know, from beginners, but after now you can get satisfaction. And then 3 times the suffering aggregate with then the suffering pain, the suffering change, all this tremendous something pleasure, suffering change, then the pervasive compound suffering power, the truth, the suffering can then in not just one time, you experience numberless times from beginners, but he may be. And then asura being suffering, asura being suffering, fighting between the asuras and all the time war between them. Asuras attached, the asuras world, the vibration, world. That's so, yeah, the asuras, and then that's another suffering, but near signs of death, and 5 longer signs of death, 5 near signs of death. They see from where they came from past life, then they can see through the karma, they can see where they're going to be reborn, hell or hunger gods, animal or human being, but lower. It's a lower. So much suffering. And they say, even they're going to be born as a human being, the wealthiest country, wealthiest family, but they're comparing them to extremely poor, so much suffering, but then they know what they are now, so the cups of basu. So what is that? The 3 types of things that they do the karma, they can see. So like that, the concern so difficult to generate renunciation, to practice dharma, no way that. Then no way to practice the compassion. So difficult, bodhisattva, that in sura, desirable sura. So the no numberless times you experience from beginningless rebirth. For this past, I'm just talking past. From beginningless, well, numberless times from beginningless life, from beginningless samsara life. You have been going through, but don't remember. So you sit there comfortable, because you don't remember. So kind of like nothing wrong or nothing wrong with you. Some kind of that, but the suffering, in reality, then again, if you don't, so you see, if you don't practice dharma. If you don't learn dharma, don't practice dharma, then again you experience numberless times the 6 level suffering, again numberless times, without end again, without end. First, before the Sangye Chudang Tsokshana, you must think first that. That makes sense. That becomes so important to take a refuge. No, just like playing recorder, playing tape recorder, or the parrots that recite so sad. Sorry. Sorry. So like that, you see, first think of yourself, Lama. First fear from the beginning, let's repeat, 10 seconds, numberless. You go to that. So you see now, when you think that, each second, because human life, not sure how many years, how many months, how many weeks we have, how many days we have, how many hours we have, how many minutes we have, how many seconds we have, not sure. Death can happen any time. Death can happen any time. You don't know. Any time. Recently, one lady, that's the director of the center, Rinpoche Center, I think. Yeah. I was told that she, Karen, working. I think must be a good lady, I think. And so working nothing, but she came sit down, check husband. Oh, that's not that. So Kapon Tudun he was painting the mask. Kapon the mask. He was painting third store. He was painting. Then while he was painting, holding brush, mask here, mask here. Then no pain, nothing, passed away while he was painting, and just gone. So that I was there, Geshe was there, we went up there to pray on third store, in the Kapon. Oh, that is, so many people like that. Oh, like that, you see. That I think, no sickness, no really, for years, usually people, they're sick for years and then worse die, kind of that, many of these. But then there are other people who know sickness, nothing, they just pass away. So like that, anytime can happen, anytime. That's the most important thing to remember, you to be aware all the time. That's, what do you ordained person, what do you ordained person think, this is not for lay people. No, this is for everybody. Even you don't believe, even you are non-believer, you don't believe reincarnation karma, still you have to think this. The education, this very important education, mindfulness. And this way then, when you die, you don't have to suffer. You don't have to suffer, separated from the family, from the enjoyment, from your body. Or then you say, because your mind is well trained, so don't have that much worry on you will die. Or then, then of course, the next one is about the next life. That's not the subject. You see, so so many people intellectually don't believe reincarnation, karma, but then you see when you die, you feel from your heart. So many people like that. Even intellectually, they don't believe that, but your heart comes up that something very heavy things are going to happen to me. It comes. People from that. So so think that you first yourself from beginningless rebirth, suffered the seasonal suffering from beginningless rebirth, and then again it's endless suffering. So, then after that you see, coming to the end, motivation and the teaching the next time. You see, you have to remember, you have to remember, not thick skull, you have to remember, you have to remind, you have to see your own situation. So even each second, you see, by taking this, even each second, you dare not to be lazy. You dare not to be lazy. And then not practicing dharma. Even each second, for example. Like that. Because you never know when you die, won't die. Like that. You see, tonight you go to bed, tomorrow morning, dead. Tomorrow morning is body corpse. It's very, very possible. So many people die in sleep. You see, and they cannot get up next day. So it's possible like that. So you never know. Then think, you see, now this is only yours. Now this, Then you see, go to Buddha, rely on Buddha Dharma Sangha. You see, rely on Buddha Dharma Sangha. Oh, that's it. Hinayana refuge. I see yourself. Sorry. Fear, as a useful fear, you're being with your own being yourself, suffering samsara, thinking your own samsara. So, useful fear. And then, Buddha Dharma Sangha has quality, power to save me. They know all the quality. Then you must know all the quality Buddha Dharma Sangha has. So that's why you need to learn Buddhism. So otherwise, otherwise just what people do, you do, but you have no logical understanding. Oh, so that I gave an example, the story in Malaysia. This is the family why I stayed together. All that's going to happen. And there's danger. That you see, so casualty. Then the next one is next one is not the next one. Then numberless, helping hundreds of animals, human beings, asura, elements. Now the next one, numberless initiative, then to free from oceans of samsara, or each one, each realm. Now numberless incident. Before just you, just only yourself, nothing. But now, like that, numberless incident. How important? Each one is so important as you think you are important. Now think that each one important too. You know, the kasuri from beginners to birth until now suffer numberless times. Then I can endless. So totally learn Buddha Dharma Sangha, okay? Oh, that's the Mahayana refuge. Your own being the samsara, pure, useful fear, that think your own samsara. Then the Buddha Dharma Sangha has a power quality to save you. You see, by knowing well, then you know they guide you. You know with the doubt, no need doubt. With the doubt, then doubt. Just this is imitation of what people read. That's nothing. It's more like a monkey. That's the imitation, you know. What the family, what the parents do, that's the kind of response to that. So, then, they all like this. Then they say in the refuge, probably it could be the Mahayana refuge, but then you see, with compassion, so the usual fear or the others suffering samsara, then with the Dharma Sangha has the power or quality to liberate. The third one is compassion. The mind and refuge, then third one is compassion to the center. No, then rely on, as I said, then the rely on Buddha Dharma Sangha. On that mental factor is the mind and refuge. On the previous one, mental factor, the visual fear and the having faith, Buddha Dharma Sangha power. You say Buddha Sangha, how they guide you. Or if you rely on the God, you have to know logically. So then, the mental part, the reliance on Buddha Sangha, that mental factor is another refuge. The first one, and the second order. Or then, Japton Sonam Suji, and Dong Diang, not the Chung. Sorry, I think this these elaborate benefits of the Buddha's quality, Buddha's quality actually. 70 prayers, that one, I don't know what you Japsong Sonam Sujina, going for refuge, if it is manifested in the if it's manifested the merits you collect by taking refuge, merits or you collect, if it is manifested, if it took form, then if the 3,000 glasses small doesn't fit, it's the merit you collect by taking refuge. The 100,000 universe. Then like that 1,000, 100,000, 2,000. Then like that 100,000, all that 3,000 universe. And even that much is so small, do not fit the merit by taking, you collect by taking refuge. Japsong Sonam Sujina, Dong they are not the Jung. The ocean, the oceans, this world ocean, so pull means these two hands. You see, you count from the ocean, you count like this. You can never, you never can finish. So you can never finish. You see, by taking the water from the ocean with the two hands like this, putting outside, you can finish. All like that. All the merit you collect by taking refuge will never finish. The example. Like that, you see. Okay, so now the next one. So the next one, this is the motivation for the next year. Motivation for next year. So now, the way I do is this. Due to all the past, present, future merits, past means past, like from beginnings, but now and future, all the merits collected by me, and then future merits, past, all the past, present, future merits collected by numberless sentient, every sentient, numberless. Then future merits are collected by numberless Buddha. You see, we put it all together. So normally I say, if you collect $1 from each person, it's small. But if you collect from 1 million people, then you got $1 million. So you can do big project which costs $1 million. So similar $1 billion, you see. So similar that is. So you collect all your merits, collect from beginners, and then numberless sentiments, merit from beginners, and in the future, then numberless Buddhas take time. So all these merits, due to all these merits, I mean, you see, he's always often brings here emptiness, the mindfulness and emptiness. you know, the I who does practice dharma, I mean the text refuge or bodhisattva, that exists in the mere name. So feeling mindfulness in that. So you could do that even also refuge, not only bodhisattva. So, you see, dollar pincher. So in order to benefit us send them, in order to benefit us send them means. So you put all the merits of that, then in order to benefit all the send them, so that I explain two things. Benefit first, the benefit to free them from oceans of to free them from oceans of samsara suffering. The six realms, no oceans of samsara, oceans of suffering, are they? To free them, first benefit. The second one is to bring them to enlightenment by yourself. The second benefit is. You see, and dollar, I think last time I explained, dollar means through the tongues of migratory beings. Penches, the dollar, being under the control of delusion karma. You see, is the mother sentient beings, you know, mother sentient beings, being under the control of delusion karma, then transmigrating in the either one of the six realms, or from beginningless rebirth, again endless. You see, so so you liberate from that. The first benefit. Dollar pensions to benefit of transmigration means you liberate them from that. See, have been suffering one of the six realms from beginningless rebirth. Again endless. So liberate them from there. Can you imagine? Numberless, not just one. First benefit. Then second benefit, bring them to enlightenment, bring them to Buddhahood, by yourself. Dollar pinchers, all that benefit is that. Dollar pinchers, Sangye, for that, to be able to that, Sangye towards us, may I achieve the enlightenment, may I achieve Buddhahood. Then, total cessation of the mistakes of mind, and total, the complete realization, Sangye, so, total cessation of the mistakes of mind and the completion of the realization of the Sangye. May I achieve this and learn all that. So this so becomes so rich, you know. So actually, then I told in the past, I think it was last year or roughly. But anyway, so I mentioned this and stop here. So in the Nagarjuna said in the Chandra Samdala, the commentary of Bodhicitta, Nagarjuna mentioned. But also Lama Atisha mentioned 그래. 상예신은 미관계. 리진 둔지 강체대. 이된 거나 부업에 관계 담은 자제대. 창조 둔이 셈제나 처바드니 제발 박. 대단히 마지소. Please don't forget this. Please don't forget this. Remember this. Put in our daily life practice. Okay? So, 강그 재매 단예지. 상계시는 미경. 강그 재매 단예지. 상계시는 오래. 미간거는 제도니까지 어디든지 간거 때문에 당해지면서 Buddha's field, how many equaling the number of the 10 grams of river Ganga. River Ganga is very long, wide. So Buddha's field equaling the number of the 10 grams of river Ganga. Then fill up all those fields, Buddha's field, with the 7 types of jewels. Oh, that's including diamond, all that jewels, all that precious things. Then offering to the Jigden, the savior of the world. The savior of samsara, you can say that. Then somebody, the competition, the so then by offering to the Buddhas, savior of the samsara, they offering poor where? Kanga Tama Jaji Chanju in the same. Somebody put two palms together. Kanga Tama Jaji Chanju in the same jana, if generally bodhisattva, same jana, Chabat in Chapapa. So offering this, this offering, if it's generally bodhisattva, or then may achieving large 100% and being ordered is Chabatin Chaprapa, or this offering is extraordinary. Chabatin Chaprapa, Kasore, Chaprapa, in exile. Chabatin Chaprapa. Chaprapa. Exalted, yeah? This offering is more exalted. Chabatin Chaprapa. Oh, putting palms together, may achieving enlightenment for the benefit of sentient people. Oh, thinking it from the heart. Chabatin Chaprapa, this offering is exalted. Tell a tiny much resource. There's no end for this merit, merit expense. There's no end. There's no end to finish the merit you call bodhicitta. So I think scarce merit or more than scarce merit. So there's no end. if Buddha explained the merits, they cannot finish. Oh, you have to remember that. Remember that. Oh, okay. So the motivation, then they get to do. After planning the Khazore to take the Lamanchapa teaching. So this is motivation for the next year. Okay, thank you very much.